Hello everyone and welcome back to another Operation Xbox 360 video, and today we're going to be looking at some more pickups. Roll the intro. First of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's commented and liked all of my videos so far. I haven't done this as so much of a content creator thing. I've done it more as a sort of like an online diary of my collection and how I've gone with my collection. Obviously, if it helps people, that's great. So far I've had a few comments, and I've had about some games I should pick up and things like that, and I've tried picking them games up. So thank you to everyone who's come up with ideas of games that I should definitely be playing soon. And one person on one of my videos last week or the week before, L Gilmore his name is, and he said it'd be good to have like a ticker of how many games I've got and a running total of cost. Now, I'm going to try my best to do this because I think it is a good idea, especially if it's going to be informative and helpful to other people who are watching the video. So I am going to do it. I've added up all of my Vinted purchases. I've added up all of my CEX purchases, and I will add them down there somewhere at the bottom there probably. Now, the next thing is, not all of my purchases have come from my own pocket. Some of them have, but the majority of it have come from like me selling stuff on Vinted or trading in old games like PS2 games, like them ones there that need to be sold as well. A big chunk of this money hasn't come straight out of my pocket. Well, it has, I suppose, because I've paid for these games and stuff I've sold as well, but it's also come from me selling stuff on as well. I'm just trying to be completely open and honest with everyone. I do put some of my money towards it. I'm not trying to do this whole, here's a free collection thing, although I am trying to keep it as cheap as possible. So far I don't think I've done too bad, so that's just for transparency. So I guess we should move on to the actual pickups I've got for this video. Right, so the first one we've got is Halo 4. Now, I already have Halo 4, but I have it in a bundle collection. When I say bundle, I don't mean like a bundle with other games. It came with an Xbox somewhere down the line, and it's one of them. So it's the white discs. I don't like them really. So I did say when I picked that up that I was actually going to be looking to get a new version of Halo 4. Now, this one is the Game of the Year edition. I didn't even know there was a Game of the Year edition. I've never seen this case before. This came up on Vinted and I was like, oh, I like that. And it was only £1. So I was like, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I know you have to pay a couple of pence extra, a couple of quid extra for delivery and that. But I think it came to about £3 in total. So I'm not going to put the postage and stuff up on the ticker because there's not always postage. So that's going to be not included. I'm not going to add that to the ticker. So this was £1. That'll be added to the ticker. It is backwards compatible. I don't think it comes with a manual, but it does have some of these cards in it. So, and 2 discs. So yeah, Halo Game of the Year edition. I love Halo. I have played. I haven't really played Halo. I've played Halo 4. I think I played them all up to Reach actually. But the biggest one for me was Halo 3 and ODST with the multiplayer. I had some brilliant times at uni on that. My mates carrying me all the way because I'm not that great at them, but they were all 50s, so that really worked out for me. So Halo 4 Game of the Year edition. Next up we had another Vinted collection, but this had three games in it. So them games came to a total of £7.39, so I'll add that to the ticker as well. First one, Ashes Cricket 2009. I can't imagine this being much cop. I might be wrong. I've been wrong about games before. I'll give it a go, as with all games, sports games. Maybe play a season or I don't know, what do they play in cricket? It's like overs, not overs. That's part of the game. Tests and stuff like that. So I don't know how it's going to work, but I'll give it a go. I'm not a big fan of cricket. I don't mind playing it. I prefer rounders, to be honest, but cricket's alright, I suppose. This does not come with a manual. I don't know if it ever did. If you know, please put it down in the messages. It's not backwards compatible either, which I wouldn't expect it to be. So that's Ashes Cricket 2009. Next up, we've got another Connect game, Fighters Uncaged. This one obviously isn't backwards compatible. It does come complete in box. It's in quite good nick. Not sure how much I'll play of this either. It might be quite fun. I suppose it'd be like Street Fighter where you're actually involved. So it might be quite fun, but we'll see. I'm probably going to play through all my Connect games over a period, because I don't have it set up, and I'm not sure I've got the room for it to be set up. So I will set it up at some point, some way, somehow. But it might have to be for over a couple of months, and I just play through all my Connect games that way, I think, because I'm not going to be putting these in and out, in and out, in and out, and leaving my Connect connected. So yeah, this is Fighters Uncaged, and it's a Connect game that came in the bundle of 3, along with another game I had in a bundle, and another game I said I was gonna get, and that is Batman the video game. This one I got because, again, I had the bundle of Batman the video game and Pure. I still have that. I will keep it because it is part of the PAL collection. It's just going to be taking up space now, and I've got both the other games. But yeah, I've got Batman the video game now. It is backwards compatible. It is complete in box, which is great. And I think I've said before, I've not really played any of the Lego games. Now, I've heard that they're actually a lot of fun. I suppose it's the same reason I stay away from like Nintendo and stuff, because it's too childish. I like graphically beautiful games and things like that. So watching Lego superheroes and characters on my screen, it doesn't really do it for me. And I say it doesn't do it for me. I've never played them, like, so I don't know. I might play it and be like, wow, this is actually really good. But you know, like that motivation to actually want to put one on because of the graphics, that's the thing that needs to be getting over the line. I obviously will play it along with all the other Lego games, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't really played any Lego games. I've got the Batman Arkham series, and I quite enjoyed that, so you know, it could be quite similar to that, but we'll see. So that is the third and final game I've got on that Vinted parcel, which cost me $7.39, again without postage. I'm not going to add the postage on it. And the next one we've got is another Vinted parcel with 6 more games. So we've got Dark Sector. This isn't backwards compatible. I don't really know much about this, but it does look quite fun. It looks quite, I don't know if they're like zombies or some sort of, it says become the ultimate weapon, the virus, the source of your pain, your enemy, your power. Unleash the deadly power of the glaive and become the hero. So I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't give much detail, but it does look quite dark and interesting, so I think I will enjoy that. It seems to be all about this weapon here. I'm guessing that's the glaive. I've just noticed there is a slight, you can see it, sort of like a line going all the way down there, but it's not the end of the world. That's, you know, it's not too bad. It does come complete in box. It's not backwards compatible, but that'll be fine. So that's Dark Sector. Then we've got Duke Nukem Forever. Now I've played a few Duke Nukem games years and years and years ago, a long time ago, and they weren't as graphically nice as this one looks to be, and I remember it not being the best games, but a lot of people liking it because of his quips and his like funny part, and the fact you can just completely obliterate everything that comes your way. So I'm not sure if it's going to be anything like those. Alien hordes are stealing Earth's women, but nothing stands between Duke and his babes. We know that Duke Nukem seems to have a underlying sexual connotation. I'm not sure. I've only just noticed that there's a woman's hand there as well. So I'm not sure how good that's going to be. It is backwards compatible, so I can play it on my Series X if needed. But yeah, it should be quite a fun game to play. This is also complete in box. Again, there is I didn't notice this at first, but where the disc, you can see that line across his hair there, where the disc sort of go, you can feel the disc thing. It's been pressed in there, like this outer rim. That's been slightly pressed in there. Again, not the end of the world. Apart from that, it's in really good condition, so I'm happy with that. Duke Nukem Forever. The next one is Sacred 2 Fallen Angel. Now there's two of these, I believe, on the Xbox 360. Sacred 2 and Sacred 3. I'm not 100% what happened to Sacred 1. Maybe it was a PC game or something, I don't know. There's a few games like that. But this looks like a bit of a sort of dungeon crawler, sort of RPG sort of game. So I mean, it looks good. It looks good. It looks like the sort of game I'd enjoy. This is backwards compatible, complete in disc with quite, sorry about banging the microphone then, quite a decent size manual, which is always good. So yeah, I guess it's just good versus evil by the looks of the case. These are the sort of games I do quite like. Explore a massive handcrafted fantasy world. I do like a bit of fantasy. Offering parallel light and shadow campaigns with nearly 600 challenging quests. Oh, is it? Okay. Okay, so it's a bit like Fable, I guess, where I said dark and light, but maybe that's the same character. So it's a bit like you choose whether you want to do good or bad. And I quite like them sort of games. Hopefully it's got that sort of the people in the game, the NPCs and that start treating you a certain way based on your decisions and stuff like that. This does seem to have another one of those. I've only had one of these. This is made in the USA, that's why. Oh, it's an NTSC case. Oh, that's not even a PAL game. Didn't even know that. I mean, this is a PAL game. You can get it on the PAL one as well. I think it should be alright. I believe most Xbox 360 games are not region locked, so hopefully it's fine. I was going to say, because this sticker has been added, so you can sort of tell that it's not a legit English game, but this is actually an NTSC game, and I only realised because it said made in the USA, proof of purchase. But hopefully it'll be fine. It is backwards compatible, so even if it doesn't work on my Xbox 360, which it should be okay to play on the Series X, purely because I believe since the 360 there's not really much to do with region locks and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be okay, because it does look like quite a good game. Okay, 3 more to go. We've got Soul Calibur 5. I need to say Soul Calibur V then, but I do like my history, so I know what Roman numerals are. This case, it's very flimsy case. I don't know if it's been switched or what, but it feels really loose and flimsy compared to the other ones. So I will have to switch it again, because there is a little bit of damage there and some more damage there. but it is complete in box. Disc and manual are in really good condition, so I'll just case swap that, I think. I've not played Soul Calibur 5. I think this is the second one. There's only 2. This completes the subset on the Xbox 360. Was it 4 I had? I think the one is the one with Yoda on it. But again, this gives me really big what's it called? Final Fantasy vibes, Soul Calibur. I think it is quite similar to that. Although it does... So this one's got Ezio from Assassin's Creed in it. So I'm not really sure. The other one had Yoda in. This one's got Ezio in it. So I don't really know. Is it like a Street Fighter sort of game, or is it a Final Fantasy sort of game? It's definitely fighting in it. But anyway, yeah, that's Soul Calibur 5. Next, we've got another one that looks really, really good. Two Worlds. I'm not sure of this one. I've never heard of it or played it. You are the only person able to unlock the secrets of a dead god's tomb, and all the forces in the land want your help to seize its power. Will you save the world or destroy it? Oh, another good or bad choice game. This looks quite steeped in history as well, which I really, really like. Massive multiplayer. Is it only multiplayer? I don't know, it can't be only multiplayer, can it? Players 1, yeah. So you can play on your own. So it is an RPG game. It looks fun. It looks fun. This is complete in box. It's not backwards compatible. So that's Two Worlds. It looks like a good game, so that should be good. And the last one is a big franchise, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Again, I never really played this. I remember back in the day, the Wolfenstein games were a lot less attractive visually. I mean, they were still quite a big game, but this actually does look like it's really, really good. The year is 1960, and the Nazis have won the World War II. The World War II. Why did I say the? War hero B.J. Blazkowicz must launch an impossible counteroffensive against the monstrous Nazi regime that has conquered the globe. So I think all Wolfenstein games are based in sort of that era of, Germany dominating the wars and stuff like that. So I think it might be fun. Again, steeped in history, so I quite enjoy it. I'm not as big on modern history. I do prefer medieval history, but it should be fun. It should be quite a lot of fun. It also includes a invite to the Doom beta, which probably isn't going to work. It is complete in box with manual. It's got 4 discs as well. 4 discs. That's mad, that. So that's Wolfenstein: The New Order, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games to add to my total. One more thing before I go. That sounds like I was starting a song there. As well as picking up, obviously, the Xbox games, another thing I'm trying to do, which comes hand in hand with it, is to pick up all of the backwards compatible games, because that way I can play them on my Series X as well, and it doesn't kill my Xbox 360 as much. So my backwards compatible games, some of them I will be playing on my Series X. Not just because I can, just, you get the extra boost in visuals and stuff like that as well. But I just wanted to point out that they're not... I have like 4 Xbox 360s ready to... I've got one set up there, I've got one there, and I think I've got 2 or 3 upstairs in the attic. Just to... If one goes, the other one can come down. So... but still I don't want to overpower it. So it's good that there is quite a lot of backwards compatible games that I can play on my Series X, so it doesn't, you know, kill off my Xbox 360. I know it shouldn't do that anyway, but with its age, if I can help it, I'll just play it on the Series X. Obviously, you lose a little bit of, you know, originality in nostalgia and stuff like that because the controls are different and things like that. But needs must. If I'm in 2025 and I'm gonna try and play through 2,100 or plus games on the Xbox 360, I'm probably going to need a couple more 360s in the first place. I am going to try and learn how to fix them, clean them, and all that sort of stuff, just because it might save me money in the long run. But yeah, just to open this with everyone, I am planning on picking up the Xbox 360 backwards compatible games, and they will usually be played on the Series X. Just for the record, I have 169 of them, and I need to collect 128, so I'm well over halfway now. How many is there? I am also picking up the OG Xbox games as well, which are backwards compatible. There's 62 of those, but this is 360, so we're going to stick to 360 unless anyone wants any updates on the OG ones. I have got a few up the top there, maybe 10, but that's just another thing. So it's 297 in total backwards compatible games, and I've got 169 of them. So we're well on our way, and that's going to be my sort of first landmark. Once I've got all the backwards compatible games, that's going to be the landmark, and then we'll go on from that. So after today, our grand total should be £809.88. That's how much I've spent so far on my Xbox 360 collection, and I think we're just under 400 games. So long way to go yet, and probably a lot more money to spend, but we'll get there. So thank you for everyone who's watching and supporting these videos. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not in it for anything really. This is like a visual online diary. If it gets any traction, fair dues. If it's just here for informative for people to watch and, you know, see what things are happening in the Xbox 360 world, so be it. One other thing I am going to say though, I am planning to do a new series. I've never seen anyone do this, so I don't know if it's an original thing or if I just haven't seen it. But I'm gonna start doing a series. It's going to be like a monthly series, if that. It might even be longer than that between episodes. It really depends. It's going to be called the CEX Stock Exchange, and essentially it's going to be the ups and downs of games prices in CEX. So I started looking at this when I first started sort of really seriously collecting, and I wrote down the top 25 games. Most of them are rarities on the Xbox 360 CEX website, and I was just looking down them, and I thought I'll write them down and I'll see how much games jump and buy what and how often. So it was more, again, like a personal sort of project, but I thought, you know what, that might be helpful to share. So that's something I'm going to be looking at bringing very soon. There has just been a little up and down in a few of the rarities, so it will be quite soon, maybe within the next week. So please do keep an eye out for that. If you've enjoyed this video though, guys, please do hit that like button and subscribe, please. It will really do me a big favour. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, hit the notification bell as well, because why wouldn't you? Then you can get alerted to new content when it comes up, maybe even my CEX stock change video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace.